Hey all, good morning from the job site. Where are we at? It's Friday, like the 25th or 26th. It's a gorgeous day up here as usual. Nice little breeze. I mean, there are some clouds, but the sun's peeking out. No one's on the job site today. Here, let me swing around so you can see what's cooking. So really quiet. You know, I got to give these guys credit. They really keep this place nice and tidy. I mean, just, I don't know. I appreciate it. I mean, look at all the wheelbarrows are cleaned and everything like that. You know, they've got kind of trash organized. They've been burning what they can burn, which isn't much. Koki, one of the guys, one of the more senior dudes who works up here, is actually going to start living up at the first cabina because we've got a ceiling for him now. So a bit more protection. So I mean, I still think he's going to bring up some kind of makeshift structure. It's pretty common that construction guys will do that. I mentioned that last time, I'm pretty sure, because I was talking about the fact that at the house behind us there was a whole family that was set up in they just throw together these simple little one-room cabins. I mean, they've got electricity and water at the site. It's just kind of a place to crash. Kind of cool option, I think. Saves them the commute. I mean, I think to myself, it's like, hey, if I was a construction guy in the States and that was an option to like bring a camper on site or something like that, that's not such a bad idea. But okay, so on to the good stuff. They've made a ton of progress on the pools. So this one, the form's out. Obviously, that one's the form's in. So to show you, that's the skimmer right there. That is electrical coming down. That's where the light's going to be eventually. And then these are like water circulators. Right, they're water circulator there. And then, well, I'm not going to lean in there, but you can see the pipe there, you know, just to keep the water moving. And what we're going to do, which I thought was kind of a cool idea, because this area down here is never really going to get any foot traffic. Even when I do put the path down into the jungle, down to the creek down there, I'm going to do it more at an angle kind of coming down like this. So if they are even coming by this area, it'd be lower down here. So we're going to use this area that we created here to put in the pump. If you've seen these before, even for a pool like this, you got to have a pumping situation. So we're going to create a small little pump house that will come up level to the top of the work that we're doing. And actually it's going to hang over. So we're going to create, basically what I'm trying to spit out here very badly is that this area here where the pool pump is going to be is also going to be another little flat area, enough room for like a chair or two to sit there. So more deck space. That's what I'm trying to spit out. More deck space, and that's where the pumps will go. So, well, that pump. And then on this one, it'll obviously be over there. So this is what they were finishing yesterday when I came up here. The guys are on a 3-day weekend right now. Yesterday was actually the holiday, but they decided to work so they could have a 3-day weekend, which is fine with me. Those guys, had so much credit to those guys. I mean, not like I've been on a lot of job sites in my life, but they really seem to be busting their asses when they're up here. I mean, I see these guys working pretty hard, and I'm pretty pleased with the progress. Now we ran into a minor problem over here that we haven't figured out a resolution to just yet. But we didn't really, in my opinion, we didn't exactly engineer this as well as we should for this overhanging portion. Or maybe we shouldn't have made this overhanging portion so big. Because the problem that they were running into, initially the hope was that this would be able to be supported by just that cross cantilever beam there, but it's not working. And apparently without having this support leg in there, we're getting a bit of sagging, and that's not cool. We can't have any sagging. So we're working on some resolutions. I mean, hey, we're figuring this out as we go along. Remember, we scrapped all of our architecture. So everything that we've been doing, we've been kind of doing with the engineer. I'm surprised he let that happen. You know, I'm going to ask about that. But leaving a pole there in the middle is obviously not going to cut it. So we're gonna figure out another option, because that's where the pool's going to go. So we might end up doing two poles, one kind of more on this side, one more on that side, so it opens up the middle area. But I think it means that the deck up there, I think they made the deck up there that much larger because we had decided that this was where the staircase, this was where the access into the cabin was going to be. So we wanted to make sure that there was enough room, you know, to kind of come up the stairs and come around. I don't know. But as I say that and I'm looking at this, I go, no, it didn't need to be that big. You know, when I think about the fact that, I mean, let's say that, now I'm pretty sure this big beam is the edge of the house. Shit, I mean, I don't think it would even, I mean, if we had cut it from here back to there, I think we still would have had enough room. Maybe that would have lightened the weight. I don't know. I'm not a construction guy, but we'll figure all this out. But I have some questions. You know, I'd like to know how the engineer approved this. But knowing this, we won't do it again, right? We got 2 more chances to get it right. And we'll get this right. We'll get it figured out. But you can also see that all the floorboards are in, and the floorboard is this concrete board like this. You get in close there, you can see little pebbles and stuff. Obviously they cut this piece, but it's basically just a slab of concrete, and then they have a coating over it. So all of that stuff is up there. So that's why Koki was thinking that it would be cool to come up here now, because now there's at least shade. I mean, we've got a permanent shade structure here, so that's kind of nice. Definitely still some welding that needs to be done up here. Some of those are just totally open, so I'm sure they'll get done. Obviously, where it's painted, they're done. Okay, took me a second. Yeah. Yep. All right. So we won't see any more work until Monday. So they're off today, Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll get back on it on Monday. Okay. Anything I missed? This one's looking good. In process. You know, it's going to be nice and deep. I had them make them Dave pools. It's like, I don't like it when you're in the deep end and my chest is out of the water. So, and we're going to have a couple, like a bench in there too. Should be nice. But the deep end is a legit deep end. I mean, don't be expecting a diving board anytime soon. But I could flop in there and not hit the bottom really easily, you know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll remind myself that I'm almost 55 fucking years old. But maybe I will. Because screw age. Anyway, I'm rambling. Should go down to the clinic, pretend like I'm working. Just a couple more days. Okay, now if you look, okay, is it just my imagination? But I'm looking at that, at where the balcony is going to be, where you see the support beam. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the very furthest building. Okay. Maybe it's because they told me it's sagging. Maybe it's supposed to lean a little bit for drainage. But that's definitely got a little bit of a lean to it, doesn't it? Yeah. You know what? They were talking about it. Roberto was not particularly happy about it, I could tell. But we kind of left it at, we're going to work through this. We'll figure it out. We're going to put our brains together and get it figured out. So that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to worry about it. It's all good. Worst things to happen than say, oh God, we got to put a couple more posts. Life will go on. All right, my friends. God, I'm just sweating. Sorry. That's it from the job site for one more day. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon.